Hello, everyone. Wishing you all a very happy Independence Day. We are out here to bring you exciting times with the Benham Reeves and Barratt partnership to London properties. I am welcomed with Eustace, one of the international sales head for MENA as well as India region. He would be personally coming on 19th and 20th of August at the Taj Lands and Mumbai for discussion of the portfolio with Barratt as well as for the launch of Hayes Village, and he would be there in Delhi on 26th and 27th of August at the Lodhi Hotel, Delhi. So look forward for exciting times. I hand it over to Eustace to have a brief on Hayes Village.
Thank you, Sushant, for the warm welcome, and I welcome you all to the presentation today of Hayes Village. It's an absolute honor, and I look forward to meeting you all in person in Mumbai and Delhi next in the coming weeks. So before we jump into the actual project, I would like to brief you on the brand itself. So Barratt London is a part of Barratt Development PLC, which is UK's largest home builder. We're a FTSE 100 company and we've been listed on the stock exchange since 1968. We build an average of 2,000 homes just in the capital, that is London itself. So we're a highly reputed developer. We're one of the few developers across the nation to have achieved a 5-star rating 14 years consecutively, which is it's based on an NHBC rating where customers would recommend us to friends and family based on a survey. So we're very, very proud about that. And we've also won 96 Pride on Job awards, which is pretty much like the Oscars in the construction business. We've also won the Sustainable House Builder of the Year in the year 2019 and 2020. From this map, you can see that we have quite a few projects across London, and the business strategy is we're building more projects from Zone 2 all the way to Zone 5, because we truly believe this is where the opportunity is in the medium to long term. This is where the highest demand is as well. And if it's the few things that all these projects have in common is that they're within a 5 to a 10-minute walk to the tube station or the train station, and they can get you to central London in under 25 minutes. We also factor in really good schools in the neighborhood and regeneration driving prices in the medium to long term. Hayes Village, as you can see, is the closest project we have to the Crossrail, and it's such an exciting time to be a part of the Crossrail regeneration, because the travel time to central London is so much quicker than even Zone 3 and Zone 4 projects as compared to Zone 5, which is Hayes and Harlington. Now, to come to the actual project, I refer to Nestle and the Hayes Village as a very historic site because this is where instant coffee and white chocolate was invented. In 1914, this was originally owned by Eugene Sandow, who was one of the superstars on the Charlie Chaplin show, and it was a cacao factory. To then be acquired by Nestle, which became their headquarters. And in 2018, Barratt acquired the site, and we've launched and sold over 4 buildings since. One of the key highlights, as I mentioned earlier, is the Crossrail. And this, compared to the current 8 projects that we have, this is the closest project to the Crossrail station, which is one of the most exciting developments in recent history in the UK, because this is the fastest train that can get you to central London in under 20 minutes, to Heathrow in just 6 minutes. And so you know, Heathrow employs over 70,000 people, which is a huge, this is a huge customer base for you investors as potential tenants as well. Take you through some of the travel times. So you're 6 minutes to Heathrow, you're just 8 minutes to Ealing Broadway, where the prices of property are easily between 30 to 50% more expensive than Hayes, 20 minutes to Paddington, 24 minutes to prime central Bond Street, 31 minutes to Liverpool Street, where most people actually have their head offices, 38 minutes to the financial district, which is Canary Wharf. A few stats on the borough of Hillingdon. Well, we expect 19% growth over the next 5 years. 45% of the designated land has been designated towards Greenbelt. This is the sixth most affordable borough out of the 32 across London, and we expect over 150 new jobs to be created in the borough. So it's a very, very exciting location to be a part of, both as to live in and as an investment. So why Hayes Village, for the big question? We've already seen 12% growth over the past 2 years, and we anticipate even higher growth given people are now using the Crossrail a lot more month by month. We have a beautiful residence gym within the community. You can buy parking with pretty much every unit, which is a huge plus point because not a lot of communities offer parking today in London. And the proximity to Heathrow Airport, as I mentioned earlier, will boost your rental by a fair bit. And the proximity, of course, to the Crossrail itself will drive capital growth and rental growth as well. Not to mention, you have 9 acres of greenery within the community. A few stats in terms of how we buy land and the kind of growth we've experienced in recent times. So Hendon Waterside is one of the key examples of how we deliver on our promise. We experienced 132% growth from 2012 to 2022 versus 79% on London average along the same time period. And we anticipate 19% growth to the year 2027 at Hayes Village. You can achieve 6.1% rental returns on 1 beds, 5.4 on the 2 beds, and 5.2 on the 3 beds, making Hayes Village a very attractive investment. And now for the master plan. And as you can see on the master plan, you're literally a 10-minute walk to Hayes and Harlington Station, which is on the left side of the. And as you can see from the master plan, you have so much greenery, 9 acres of greenery, which is one of our greenest sites across the portfolio. And as you enter the community, you have the Nestle apartments, you have the Wallace Gardens at the entrance. So we have launched and sold the Thornton apartments, Nestle apartments, U4 apartments, and 95% sold at the Barratt apartments, which is this building here. Our current phase is the Richard Apartments, which has landscaping both in front and behind the building, and it is very, very close to the station, as you can see from this image. I would also like to highlight that the borough of Hillingdon has some of the best schools. You have over 17 schools which have been rated outstanding by Ofsted, and you're within a 30 to a 50-minute journey to some of the best universities closer to central London as well, making this a very, very attractive investment, not just for residents, but for people who intend to send their children overseas to study in the UK. And as you can see from this image, we have both the west-facing views and the east-facing, both of which happen to be really good views. You have really beautiful landscaping. And we have over 43 apartments in total. Estimated completion dates of Richard is now December towards winter 2024. I would like to hand you over to Sushant, who will take you through some of the apartments and units available.
Thank you, Eustace. Thank you for the brief to the Hayes Village, which gives great connectivity. Also tells us about the educational hub as well as the opportunities on the regeneration. As you rightly said, we have the new phase, which is Richard Apartment in the master plan to be launched. It obviously overlooks the Grand Union Canal as well as there's a Crossrail which connects to the central London Bond Street under 25 minutes. So that's a great plus. And as an investable proposition, it definitely gives an opportunity to Indian investors to make sure that they are having good yield returns. On some of the layouts, I would like to highlight a few of the things because obviously we are on limited units. We are launching just 10 studios, 11 1-beds and 22 2-beds. So basically in total, we have only 42 apartments to highlight and look into. Can we have a next slide, please? So these are few of the typical layouts for a studio. We are looking at 408 square feet. What we have done is we have selected few of the Vastu compliant units for our Indian investors so that it becomes easier, as well as we have allocated those plots on the same day of launch at Bombay as well as Delhi. So you can pre-book your appointments, as well as you can look into your apartments with a different view of booking it at the event. So those apartments have west facing views on the studios. We have some of the one beds which are 550 square feet with the east facing view, and the bigger ones which is two beds, as I said, on a 720 to 725 square feet with the east and west facing view aspects. So we have a mix of all the things with Vastu, with compliance, with the studio starting with 323,000 pounds, with one beds in a range of you can say 380 to 420, and two beds in a range of 480 onwards.
So
Next
before you
slide,
move
please.
on, Sushant, I would like to also highlight that having over 63 years of experience in the business, all our floor plans are designed to perfection. There's very minimal wastage of space. And as you can see, you have storage pretty much in all the units. And the two beds, we've very strategically designed them to have all the units have balconies, and the two bedrooms have a two-bedroom, two-bathroom, which is perfect for both end users and investors. Back over to you, Sushant.
Thank you. And as Eustace said, we have standard Barratt fittings with each and every apartment. Obviously, the kitchen would be done up with entire Zanussi. You'll have the completely washer dryer as well as sink within in place. You have the wooden laminated flooring in living and dining. You have carpeted bedrooms. You will have in general facilities. You have lifts. You can purchase a parking space as well, which is quite essential these days, getting into the aspects of London. So you can purchase an additional space within the community. It's a good 9-acre gated green community, so it becomes a great opportunity to have a good walk around, give an environment friendly theme to it. So it is an opportunity to look, to invest, and go through. If you're looking at coming for the event, obviously you can look at selecting the plot and booking it right away at the launch to take a special payment plan for our Indian investors of 1090, basically by 10% now, and putting as a deposit within 30 days, and next 90% would be straight on possession. So you have to just book it with 1,000 pounds, which gives you an opportunity to lock your price straight away, and 10% within a certain time frame of 30 days, and rest 90% is straight on possession. So that's the most unique USP.
And one last thing I'd like to highlight on this slide as well is we have a 2-year warranty on all fixtures and fitting within the apartment, and a 10-year NHBC warranty on the structure of the build. So this will give you the peace of mind as an overseas investor that yes, your property is well insured for the next couple of years.
Absolutely. One more thing. We are Benjamin Reeves. We manage the properties, we let the properties. So your rental return is absolutely safe and secure. As Eustace said, the rental returns are estimated approximately 6% as a gross yield. So we make sure that all our Indian investors can take this opportunity. They can have a buy, let, as well as manage the property by sitting out in India. You don't need to keep on traveling. We can manage it by sitting out in India. We can do the furnishing through our InStyle Direct. That's our another subsidiary company. So we can make sure your furnishing requirements are been fulfilled. We have a 60-year-old experience. We have been established since 1958 in London. We have approximately 21 branches now. We've increased with 20 to 21 branches. We have 13 international offices. While offices right in India, I take care of the Delhi branch. I have a counterpart who takes care of Mumbai branch. So we have two right offices based out of India. We can manage your queries. We can handle everything out here, and we can take care of your needs. So I do welcome you for a Benjamin Reeves and Barratt partnership on an exclusive mandate to book it exclusively for Indian clients and take it forward to make sure that you have an investable opportunity in London. Thank you so much.
Thank you.